Yes, Kaoru and I used to come here. She and Ricky Pagan were an item back then. She was divine. This park is a holy place. It's Amaterasu's place. Love powers it, makes the gears of the immaculate machine churn. We churn the gears, Kaoru and I. These days she's holed up in the Love Hotel. We had to split, Kaoru and I. She thinks it's because Ricky Pagan saw what was between her legs. But Ricky Pagan don't play that way. Everyone's bits are beautiful. All love is groovy. Every part of Kaoru was a delight. No, it was something Ricky Pagan saw on her thigh. It was a tattoo. A mark that bodes nothing but bad. A purple tattoo. So Ricky Pagan had to exit. Stage right. It's the end. Final curtain call. Ladders held high, defying the dark. No past, no future. Just the bow wow now. There's room for two in the fight against the filth. Someone to churn the holy gears with. Maybe someday I'll find her. Or him. Oh mama jamma, oh sweet immaculate machine, the corporate id. It's manifested and mad. My metaphors are turning solid evil. It's time. The park is the last stand. This is the battle for Earth's soul. Will you answer the call? May the Holy Trinity guide you, Gaia, Amaterasu, and Elvis. Thank you very much. When the going gets weird, the weird turn BA. It's TCB time, baby. So long.
Additional assignment received. Initializing. Quick access inventory updated. Quick access inventory updated.
確かなんだよ。
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
You have the great fortune to speak to His Corpulence Invader, Master of the House in Exile. My master invites you to consider his puissant battle prowess, available to those who can afford it. And I am the wondrous mask of Kanami, imbued with the spirit of Kanami, founder of the No Theatre. I command nearly all known languages and quite a few that time forgot. Down the centuries, this mask has known many owners, but my wise master says that is all you need to know about me. Though he would be loath to admit it to his former brethren, Invader has found exile most profitable. Death is truly the province of you. Sacks of rotting flesh clinging to calcium deposits. Colourful language. And it just makes more sense to be where the market is at. Survival, opportunism, and business sense come quite naturally to my master's mind. When life gives him lemons, why, he squeezes the acidic juices upon the flayed flesh of his enemies. Cast out, Invader forged a new house with his fellow exiled demons on Earth. Here in Tokyo, they are able to undercut the rates of the hell dimensions. They are truly indispensable to the city's underworld. We boast a most impressive success rate on debt collection. The pre-war and post-war corporate boom brought even more prosperity. Invader became something of an urban legend. A great... truly a magnificent creature. Once, Invader was of the House of Jade Fangs. As the Edo period drew to a close in Japan, and with it the mortals' reliance upon the supernatural, the Oni suffered their bitterest infighting. Undermined from within his own house, Invader was sold off. My master does not wish me to divulge so much of his past. Suffice to say, the rest is history. If I were to make a word-for-word translation of my master's outburst, your bowels would boil and the walls would bleed. Instead, let me just say that Invader would be happy to string every member of the Jingu clan on a single length of barbed wire, in the mouth and out the anus, to form a crude human centipede, which he would use as a mount. The samurai and the Oni, they do not get along. They are a hidden branch of the Yakuza, occulted gangsters and gambling masters. Their leader, Daimon Kyoto, has an almost demoniacal way of thinking. My master respects this, but Daimon cannot win, as he is merely human, even if he sometimes seems... My apologies, but that is all we have to say on the matter. Invader the powerful, Invader the flatulent... Apologies, master, I misheard. Invader the powerful, Invader the fearsome, is well aware of the invasion of his demonic siblings upon this earth. Invader has no intention of allowing them to run unchecked in the city and spoil his monopoly on demonic enforcement. On this, his and your species' goals align. While my master's mercenary sensibilities mandate that he conduct himself in a businesslike manner, he will allow himself great pleasure in thwarting his kin. His vendetta stretches back 300 years, you see. My master has made exhaustive study of the reality television of the United States, and concludes that there is no longer any separation between hell and earth. All is homogeneous. My master does not understand the thinking of zealots. The only common ground he and they share is a lust for killing. The Master is angry, worked up. The 9 houses bring with them old memories. 300 years of exile has given Invader a lot of time to think about vengeance. They sold him into slavery. Do they think he has forgotten them, their betrayal? Ah, yes, but they forgot the first lesson. Results count. We undercut them. While the 9 houses were sitting in hell, we were pulling down all the contracts. Mitsubishi, Sony, Toshiba, and then even bigger clients. Templars and Illuminati. Kirsten Geary is a goddess. Her retainer is always paid on time. And now the houses return to Tokyo, seeking to steal his contract and renegotiate with the customers that he rightfully stole. This will not be so. You are his message. Cleave a path through the 9 houses. Find those who betrayed him. He will meet you where the blood is thickest.
Welcome to the Jingu clan. It has been too long since Templar and Jingu blades drew demon blood together. Tell me, how is Richard?
We're discussing if we can claim the bounty for this one. We aren't the ones who killed him. That's a big part of the problem. There is somebody else working the contract. A third party. An unknown variable. Invader doesn't mind sharing profit or even forming an alliance when it suits him. But this person is always 2 steps ahead. These are killing wounds, delivered precisely and with no wasted motion. There isn't another mark on him, which means that we are dealing with a professional of the highest caliber. Looks like this fellow didn't make the cut. Yeah! My master suggests that you are culturally ignorant. He's not interested in playing a game of who's the better killer. He wants you to go to the site of this killing and figure out who is killing these people and why. And he wants you to take me... Wait, what? Invader wants you to take me along. He thinks my talents might come in handy. This is my sister mask. I can transfer my consciousness to it. The frowning mask. It always makes me so depressed. Apparently, I'm the best thing he ever bought off eBay. Don't be fooled by the shroud of incompetence my master drapes around himself. You are expendable, and if you find the killer, he doesn't expect you to survive. There is no risk to me, however, and Invader will expect me to return and give a full report. I detest the color, texture, and scent of blood. This is where they found the body. But was this where he was killed?
Listen, I haven't got much time. Someone is following me. I've written my last report, but I can't trust this drop. I've left my report somewhere else, somewhere only we could find it. Do you remember when we got drunk and Hiroto stopped to take a piss? I've left it there. I'm getting out now. The Prometheus... Oh!
I am conversant in more than just languages. Know is the study of emotion, conveyed through focus and nuance. Strong emotion leaves traces, psychic signals in the very air. The time has come. Put me on. I will show you what I mean. See the fragments of the human condition and the story that they tell. But alas, they do not linger, and neither should we. And no trail for the killer. An empty soul, then, bereft of the finest parts of humanity. So whoever is killing these people has a reason. If we can find out what connects them, we might discover who is leading our fierce competition. Since I don't have legs, I'll trust you to find our way. There were 2 people here. Both of them used the drop point, but I can't tell you what and when. Neither of them were feeling any strong emotion when they arrived here, but they were both feeling something when they left. The dark purple represents frustration, and that blue is the color of confidence. Your call.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Life expectancy for clandestine agents seems to be quite low in this city. Are you at all worried?
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
You will come back, or we shall be forced to cancel your life.
Best let me take a look. Death seems pretty emotional for some people. This is strange. Those pink threads in the air? That's love. And that other one, the dark green flecked with grey. That's envy tinged with amusement. I'd almost guess that these people weren't murdered at all. Could they have killed themselves? I do hope so. Romeo and Juliet is an old favourite of mine. So they stopped here on their way to the suicide site. Whatever they did, it was the last thing they ever did. Except pulling the trigger, of course.
To whom this may concern. My name is Takumi, and I've been in deep cover for the Prometheus Initiative for 12 months. My assignment was the Manticore facility on the mainland, ensuring that military-grade equipment was shipped to various Prometheus locations across the globe. During this period, I was also assigned as the point of contact for other embedded operatives throughout the area. Since the incident, I have received no communication, no backup, and no explanation from my superiors. I have been trained in survival, but the horrors visited upon this city are beyond contemplation. And now somebody is killing us, one by one. Hunting down and destroying the members of the Prometheus Initiative. I saw Daichi dead by the wall. He had been butchered. This will be my last communication. We no longer wish to be a part of this.
And love bursts into the world. It's a shame we saw the end of the plot before the beginning. A pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
We know Takumi went west from here. That leaves us with 3 options, all going north. So, north then? Behold the entwined emotions of humanity. What's your pleasure? Rage or joy? Lust or love? Cowardice or courage? So many emotions over so many years. They linger. We're looking for the proverbial sociopath in the haystack.
You are welcome here.
You might be onto something here. A guilt-ridden killer sneaking out the back door of the Love Hotel? It doesn't exactly match the signs we've seen so far, but it is the best lead we have.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
This is it then. The end of the rabbit hole. And no convenient bottle labelled "Drink Me." I must return to my master before he grows impatient and smashes my mask. You should keep this one. You never know when I might drop in for a visit.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Lethal force is authorized. Please be still.
Be our guest. I oversee the Love Hotel. Come rain, come tsunami, come the falling sky. I facilitate and mediate for all manner of clients. When you are a guest, I am the answer to all of your questions. Your desires are of more importance than any further details regarding me, yes? I would much rather hear all about you. You are persistent. My parents never spoke of it. I was never aware I was different until the other children noticed that day on the beach. Boys and girls can be cruel. I went into the water. I let the waves take me out. I woke up, washed ashore. They told me my father had swam out to find me. He never returned. I suppose I'm still looking for that serenity I found when the water carried me away. I came to Tokyo as a teenager. All the lights. At night, it was like having fallen into the sky. I worked odd jobs in love hotels. I found value in making myself indispensable. I performed my tasks. I exceeded expectations. I kept unobtrusive. That is when I learned to interact with a wide variety of people, to anticipate the needs of strangers and the strange. These days, I do not venture outside during the day, but sometimes I slip out at night to gaze upon the water and the reflected starlight. These nights, I carry a gun with me. This is my place of work. My job title is all-encompassing. I follow the old lesson to be indispensable. The Love Hotel is a key base of operations for my employers of the Purple Flag. It is an access point to Tokyo, both to its over- and underworld. Once a day, I take my weapon and sweep the building. My favorite room would have to be the captain's quarters. I wear the key at all times. I learned long ago to cater to odd company, to deal and disarm the regulars and rough rabble. My world has expanded since then. My clientele has become stranger, but really, not all that much stranger. Love hotels have always been a world of secrets. All of my life, acceptance was elusive. My employers accept my ability. They judge me solely on what I can accomplish. I do not have to satisfy any strict societal role. I must only succeed. I have heard stories of New Carthage, the floating city, the city of dreams. If I continue to satisfy my superiors, if I overcome my fear of the water, the Phoenicians will take me there someday. Imagine the floating Eden, away from all prejudice, where one will be valued for one's merits and not what lies beneath one's clothes. I will go there someday. They had some passing business with my employer. That is concluded. I do not know. I do not want to know. I had a brief stint with the Fear Nothing Foundation as a teenager. They helped me take steps in overcoming my fear of the water. I cannot dip my toes just yet, but I learned to cultivate a respect for all things oceanic, one step at a time. I left Fear Nothing. People saying they want to set you free should not work so hard at possessing you. They look for youth with certain vulnerabilities. I was not as vulnerable as they suspected. I know little of them. I do know they have had conflict with my employer. Venice strives to perpetuate a villainous reputation for the Phoenicians. Some of that may be true, but I believe you've had recent occasion to see that the Council's noble facade is not without blemish, and their organization not without treachery. He was a guest here for a time. I think he took a fancy to me. Now he's something less and something more. I thought Ricky was different, but in the end, when he saw me, the real me, he turned away like all the rest.
Special assignment received. Initializing. Special assignment received. Initializing. Local bounty detected. Initiating. Additional assignment received. Initializing. Local bounty detected. Initiating. Quick access inventory updated. Radar module activated. Item located. Item located. Additional assignment received. Initializing. Item located. Quick access inventory updated. Special assignment received. Initializing.